What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode. So here is day number 2 at the real McCoy Ranch, and I will leave all the information for the ranch down in the description below. I'll also leave a price list, and you guys can also message me on YouTube. You can send me an email, which is also my email is in the description, so you guys can shoot me an email or message me on Instagram and ask me for prices on any other animals, whatever you'd like to do. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to just shoot me over a message, and of course I'll look at everything and I see all of those messages or emails or whatever the case may be, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. So here's afternoon 2, or day 2 I guess I should say, afternoon number 1, and we had a really awesome hunt. So I will give you guys a little bit of a background. We got in the stand around 4 o'clock, 4:15, somewhere around there, and we had a few animals come in. We had some blackbuck bouncing in and out. My mom was trying to shoot one of the blackbuck, and it ended up happening. But I'm going to share the fallow hunt with you guys first, and then I will show you guys the blackbuck hunt, because that one was pretty special to me, and it was a learning process. It was a learning experience, I guess is a better way to put it. And so we really had a good afternoon. We shot both a blackbuck and a fallow, but we're sitting there in the stand, and Mom had already shot her blackbuck, and we're just kind of waiting and relaxing and getting ready to go try to trail her blackbuck and go find it. And I was also going to stick a hog if one had walked out, so I was kind of looking around and hoping and waiting for some hogs to show up, and then boom, out of nowhere, here comes my fallow buck. This fallow hasn't been seen in over a week, probably closer to 10 days. He had just disappeared. So you could corn the senderos, a feeder would go off, you could drive around looking for him and you wouldn't find him. And that's just how hunting goes, regardless of whether you're on a high fence, you're on a low fence, no fence. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just because an animal is there doesn't mean that it has to come to corn, number one. And it also doesn't have to show up to a feeder. And because of the amount of water that the whole state of Texas pretty much has gotten in the last month or so, he doesn't have to travel far to go find water. And if he decides he wants to go to a different little pond or a different little puddle, because there's water standing everywhere right now, he can go wherever he wants to. And that's the same for all these animals. They don't have to respond to corn. They don't have to go to the same watering hole. And it makes it kind of a challenge, to be honest with you. So with that being said, I was very surprised to see him walking up the sendero to us. He immediately he just comes straight up to us, and he never stopped. He kind of, he really did. He took his time, and he was looking around, but he was just slowly easing in on us. Well, he finally makes it to the corner, and he looks around, decides it's okay to start eating, and he begins to feed, and then the Aoudad just filter up around him, which that pretty much it ruined my shot. And I was hoping we'd have enough daylight, and it was beginning to be kind of tough. I didn't want to shoot and accidentally hit something in front or something behind the fallow. I didn't want the arrow to pass through and kill another animal or injure another animal. And so it was kind of like a cat and mouse deal. It was the same thing with the blackbuck, but I'll elaborate a little bit more on that in the next video, in tomorrow's video. But basically, we played cat and mouse with him, and he worked his way up and got underneath the stand, which totally surprised me. Because we're bow hunting, Jerry would come by in the mule, and he has the road feeder, and he would spray corn all the way up and down these senderos, and of course right there close to the stand for us bow hunters. Well, this fallow ended up coming underneath us, and I started to get disappointed, because I was like, man, he's gonna catch our wind. He's gonna catch our wind, and he's gonna bust out of there. And I was gonna show it, but I failed to show it. Whenever our wind, whatever direction our wind was blowing, so that entire weekend the wind was coming across our face from left back to our right. Everything that was feeding in front of us was either straight ahead, and so of course they're not picking up our wind, or it was off to our left. Nothing would, there'd be animals that would come out to our right side, but they would not stay long. They would come out, catch our wind, and they would either circle around and come and feed in front of us or off to our left, or they would disappear completely. I know we had axis that very first morning, and you guys saw it in the video of my mom shooting her hog. We had several axis, and one really nice axis buck that stepped out down our right sendero, or down to our right side of the sendero, and he came out. He probably got within 60 yards, and all the does, all the animals that were standing there, they smelled us and they they were gone. Now the hogs, of course, they were off to our right as well, but they ended up moving back more towards in front of us. So our wind was kind of, I mean, it was right directly back to our right, but it would also kind of hit us in the face and go over our right shoulder every once in a while. So these hogs moved up and more in front of us, which gave my mom the shot through that bow window, of course. But anyway, it was just kind of a something that I've never really paid much attention to. I know that whenever you're hunting low fence places or high fence places, even you have an animal come out downwind and they're going to bust, they're going to take off. They're still wild animals, and even though they respond to corn better in certain situations and certain properties, they still have a nose. So this hunt, I thought was going to be quickly doomed, because the fallow literally got right underneath us, and then some Aoudad followed, and they were all right there in the mix. Well, the Aoudad busted out of there, the fallow kind of busted out to our left, which was good because he became upwind, and then I was able to draw back and take the shot. So the way it all worked out was really cool. And I'll let you guys enjoy it, and I know that I've kind of thrown some footage in there as we've gone along, but I kind of wanted to narrate a little bit as we went along, just because I didn't film as much as I probably could have or should have, I guess is a better way to put it. But considering it was my mom's first real hunt, I wanted her to enjoy the experience with me. I was, of course, filming kill shots and little stuff like that, and so I just wanted to really enjoy the moment with her, and be able to coach her as we were going along in the stand. And because we were by ourselves, it made it a little bit more difficult for me to run 3 different cameras for 3 different angles. But when I'm steadily trying to help her and coach her, and I'm more worried about making sure that she's doing what she needed to do to make a good shot, and that was obvious with the hog kill. So with that being said, I didn't exactly get to film as much as I would have liked to, but that's okay. We really enjoyed it, and the next few trips that I go out on and my mom happens to be with me, if she is with me, I'm going to do a better job of really capturing the moment a whole lot better for you guys. Goodness gracious.
So this qualified as gold class, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And what you have, a lot of times you won't have this points like this. His offspring throws a point right here in the middle that we killed 3 of them last year, which is unusual for a fallow to have that.
This was the entrance right here.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
Yeah,
the exit's fixing to blow y'all away. So.
What about a full body mount?
Yeah,
right.
Where are we gonna put it?
yeah. She's like, okay. That's unbelievable.
Mosquitoes. That is legit.
Yeah.
That's a bad beat right there.
Yeah. That's what I told you. I said, man. I said, you'll know which one it is. No doubt.
Yeah, there was no doubt in my mind.
And all the other ones are running around here, offspring from this guy here. Wow. But he's a hoss. Huh?
Those white ones?
All of them. Everything out here is offspring.
Because we had 4 of them over at
Right. But his palms are actually bigger than what I thought they were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good...
You were one dirty dude.
Yeah. He's been playing in the mud.
Yeah.
He makes a beautiful mouth. Got that big Adam's apple. That's when you know your fallow get that real big knot Adam's apple right there. It's a mature.
That
6.5-year-old buck.
That's incredible.
moose.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Thank you,
That's beautiful, bro.
That's pretty cool.
And now I'm jealous because that's bigger than what I got on the wall.
So there you have it, guys. It was just an incredible hunt. We brought home some beautiful mounts for the wall, of course, and also lots and lots of meat that I'm going to share with so many of my friends and of course all of my family. So it was amazing, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I have one more video coming for y'all, and it's going to be the Blackbuck kill from my mom, and I think you guys will enjoy that one. That one again is kind of a little bit, not really dry, but I didn't film as much. I did film lots of really good parts, and so I can't wait to show that one to you guys because that one was really, really special. And one thing that I did want to mention is Norvell knives. So this is kind of unrelated, but I want to show you guys something. I know a lot of you have asked me about the knives that I wear on my hip, and it is these right here. These sheaths were made at a local tack shop, and I'm not 100% positive if Will could make these sheaths for you guys, but I'm sure he probably could if you asked him to. But what I wanted to show you guys is these custom handmade knives. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you have seen them already, and they're beautiful. I mean, they really are. Will does such a good job. I will leave his information in the description below. You can check out the website. He can custom hand make you anything that you want, and also you can check out the gallery and kind of pick out some different ones that you guys may like, and he can make them for you. Let's just pay a little bit of attention to some detail here, if the camera will stay focused for me, or if it will focus. But this obviously is a little bit dirty. This one here hasn't been used at all, and it is extremely well made. The quality of these things is just unbelievable. So guys, go down in the description below and check these knives out. All different sizes and styles. He can make kitchen knife sets, handmade custom knives for kitchen, cutlery, skinning knives, just daily carry knives, which is kind of what this is. I'll wear this one right here for work, and then this one I'll wear on the weekends as my kind of nicer weekend knife, I guess if that's what you want to call it. But both of these are super awesome. I've been carrying this one for a little over a week now, I guess. I guess about over a week now, and it hasn't lost an edge. It's extremely sharp. But I wanted to show you guys those knives. Will does great work, and so I have to say a huge thank you to him for sending these over and getting these made up exactly the way that I wanted them. Again, I will leave the website, I'll leave his email and phone number, everything down in the description below, so you guys can go check those out and custom order a knife, get what you want. And he also makes hatchets. I think I failed to mention that, but he also makes some really awesome hatchets, along with, again, the kitchen cutlery sets, and then also skinning knives and whatever else you want. Pretty much, if you can think it up and what you want, the design, Will can make it for you. So he does great work, and I highly recommend him. But with all that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. We had a great weekend after going up and doing some public land hunting, doing some tough public land hunting, and working our butts off the last 2 months, trying to put out some content and some footage for you guys. Us going to Nebraska and Colorado, we really we struggled. We really did, and we learned a lot, of course, and we hunted really hard. We put a lot of miles on. We put a lot of miles on, and we had an absolute blast. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of the public land hunting footage, and I'm also thinking about later in the season doing some public land hunting near me here in the state of Texas, and going and trying to get on some whitetail or some hogs and filming that for you guys, of course. But it was nice to come back to Texas and be successful and enjoy new experiences with my mom and create new memories with new people. And so we had a great time. I thank you guys so very much for watching. My Instagram will be left in the description below, so you guys can jump over there and follow me on Instagram. My email, of course, as I said, is down there as well. Several of you have emailed me asking me questions about different things this past week, and I've really enjoyed talking to you guys. And lastly, new merchandise is coming out for you guys this next month. Fingers crossed, I've got a guy that's going to do a bunch of the work for me. So as long as everything gets finished here in November, I'll have everything up and going for you guys. And today is November 1st when you guys are watching this, so I'm hoping by the end of the month or kind of middle of the month things will be up and going where I want them to be. So I'm going to end this one out. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifications bell right there next to it so you get a notification every single time that I upload. Leave me a big old thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and share these videos, guys. Let's get them out there. Let's keep this hunting rolling, and let's share it and bring it to as many people as possible. And I think I failed to mention to say a huge thank you for 16,000 and 16,500 now. I think it's up over 16,500. So thank you guys so very much for hitting that subscribe button for me. I truly appreciate it, and it allows me to travel around and do some new and fun, exciting things and bring new content to all of you amazing people. So again, thank you very, very much for watching. I love each and every one of you. Y'all are amazing, and I will catch you tomorrow.